Welcome back once again to Jack's Tech Corner. This is another video tutorial of Photoshop Elements 7. In this video tutorial, I want to introduce you to a new brush or a new tool that came out in Photoshop Elements 7. And I've just been basically playing around with it, so we're going to kind of learn this one together. What the tool is called, you'll find it on your tool palette over here on the left. And what it's called, if you go down right below the brush tool, is the Smart Brush tool. Now if you right click on the Smart Brush tool, you'll see that you have Smart Brush tool or the Detailed Smart Brush tool. Now what it does, it allows you to easily create different types of layer masks. Instead of creating, a new mask or a new layer, changing that to a mask, or creating a new layer by duplicating it and applying a mask, this is just a nice way that you use this Smart Brush tool, and it creates the mask for you. So it's a pretty handy tool from what I've seen so far. So if you click on the Smart Brush tool, you'll notice up here in the toolbar then we have the new selection, where we can just start selecting what we want to work with. We have here the brush itself, where it says add to selection, and then we have subtract from a selection. Over here in the pull down menu, I'm playing with the portrait ones right now. These are basically portrait masks. There's brighter eyes, details, skin tone. Play with the lipstick, play around with teeth. Remember before we did a whitening of the teeth. Spray tan and very pearly whites. And that's a really extreme whitening of the teeth there. If you click this little pull down, there's all different kind of things you can do in here. Special effects. And what you do with these is you just basically brush these over your print or over your photo. Black and white. You can do different black and whitening tones, green filters. So it's a pretty nice little tool. Like I said, it is new, so you have to play around with it a little bit. We're going to go ahead and play with portrait. The first thing I like to play around with here is I was playing around with the lightening skin tones. So once you select it, just double click it and it'll go up here in your palette. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and focus in. What I'm using is the magnifying tool, just to bring these faces up a little bit so we can work on them. Let's go back to our Smart Brush tool. Double click it again. Now that brush is a pretty good size brush. You see we can cover most of the face here pretty quickly. You can also go up here and click on the pull down menu, and you can change your diameter of your brush, your hardness. Maybe we'll drop this back a little bit, maybe to about let's say 90%. Just so it's not as harsh. Spacing and size, pen pressure. Okay, now all we have to do is just left click our mouse down and hold it and just kind of go right over the face itself. You can see it's going to kind of make a selection. And you can see our add to button here. These are like little smart, we'll call these smart tags for, but not a better word for it, I guess, or smart tool. But they put it right here so you don't have to keep going up here and clicking. So that's pretty neat. We'll go ahead and add some more to this. And we'll add the arms down to it also. Alright. And we'll add this arm in. Okay. Now we're going to add the gentleman's face in. So we just move our mouse over. It's going to add his face in there. It's going to, and you see it's already lightening the skin tones. It's bringing up the tones. Once we do that, we're going to fit the screen just so we can see where we're at. Let's get the rest of this arm in here. And the hand. Now if you go over, that's okay, because that's what the subtract from selection is. Let's lower the diameter of the brush down just a little bit. And we can go right in there. We don't want to lighten the tree as much as we want to lighten the person, right? That's what we're working on. Now look over here to the right in our layers. See how it already created a layer mask for us? And it's called lighten skin tones. So it did a really nice job in lightening them up. Let's say if we want to click on plus and lighten his hand up a little bit, we can also do that. There you go. Now we lighten his hand up. Now I'm going to show you a little trick that I found. If it's not bright enough, or if it's too bright, we can make some adjustments. There's a little box here, and I can click on that and pull that box up to out of the way. That box is basically the tool itself for brightening. Watch, if I double left click it, you can see it opens up this palette. So now I can change the brightness. Watch their faces go up and down, down, deeper, up, higher, down, up, down. Make it look more natural here. You can also change the contrast. You can take it back down to about 0. Okay. Now when we click OK, you see it goes back. Then once you're done, just simply click on the picture, and there they are. They're brightened up. To go back in, if you want to make another minor adjustment, just click on the layer again to work on it. And then you can just simply double click there on the tools and adjust the brightness a little bit more or less. Bring it back down a little bit. There you go. It's that simple. Now the only other one I played with a little bit was the spray on tan. That's kind of neat also. Let's go ahead and magnify. Let's bring up some legs because, you know, girls like their legs to be, I guess, tan. So let's bring this up. Click on our smart brush. Slide down here a little bit. Spray on tan. Let's bring our brush size up a little bit. And now we're going to just go ahead and make our selection of the legs. And we'll select a little bit more here. Get the feet in because the feet are showing, so you want to make sure the feet are also selected. And then we want to deselect some of this right in here. Maybe back in here and here. Alright. That'll give us a spray on tan. Again, you can double click this here. This is the little box for this one. And this is your density. You see it's at 50%. We can raise it to 100%. You can drop it back. We can change the color. Make whatever color you want. And click OK. And you see down here we have a new layer called Spray Tan. And let's go back to fit the screen. Click up here to close that, and click here, and now we have the picture kind of edited and cleaned up just a little bit. Well, folks, that's our first venture into the Smart Brush tool. Once again, this is new for Photoshop Elements 7. So if you're using 6, is it the tool to kill all tools? No, I mean, we can still do some of this work just by using Photoshop Elements 6 and using our own masks. But it's a new tool I thought I would share with you, just since I've been playing around with it. And hopefully you find it useful. So, thank you very much for watching the shows. And it seems like there's a lot of people viewing these but not subscribing. Please subscribe to the shows. If you've noticed, once you become a partner, they give weekly awards for the most people subscribed to a show. So the more people we get weekly subscribing, the more awards we build up, and I don't think we get anything more for it, but that's okay. So until next time, thanks for stopping by. If you get a chance, stop by jackstechcorner.com, and if you feel like it, click on the donation button and drop a little donation in the bucket. It always helps out. Until next time, I'll see you back here, and take care. Until then, keep those cameras clicking, and keep the editors editing. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.